I'm here with Mr. Fred Moore, and today's topic is how a man can approach a woman when it comes to dating, not only just in attitude, but also in style. Mr. Moore, the floor is yours.
You know, sometimes when I think back on simpler times when young men were nervous when they had a date as opposed to aggressive when they had a date, we would prepare ourselves. If we were wearing Levi's, we pressed those Levi's. If we were wearing loafers, we made sure we shined the loafers, and we had on clean socks or matching socks. The other thing was if we were wearing a shirt, that shirt was going to be starched, probably a button-down Madras or a blue chambray or a white polo shirt, and they were starched heavily. And part of the thing was it was almost as though you were going to an inspection. And those of us that grew up in marching bands and in drill teams always knew that if you were stepping out of a band box, that your shoes were going to be shined, your creases were going to be in place, and you were going to make the best possible impression. Well, back then, not only were you making an impression on the young girl, but you were making an impression on the family also. So you never wanted to show up without a haircut. You never wanted to show up with sleep in your eyes or anything like that. The other part of it was you always put your best foot forward. Today, sometimes when you talk about putting your best foot forward, folks will say that that's being phony. Well, it's not really being phony. If you go for an interview, are you being phony if you use proper English? Are you being phony if you put your best suit on? Are you being phony if you made sure that you shined your shoes, if you wore your right watch? None of those things are being phony. It's just putting your best foot forward. So the attitude is that this is a once-in-a-lifetime situation. It's almost like you were choosing your mother or father. If you were choosing your mother or father, would you pick them from the bottom of the barrel or would you pick from the top of the barrel? Would you present yourself as a shabby child or would you present yourself as an outstanding child? So looking at the dating situation and being able to be of assistance to a young person, one of the things I'd say is make sure that you've taken care of all the simple details. All the simple details. Are you wearing a shirt that doesn't fit? And if you're wearing a shirt that doesn't fit, is it the style? Because if it's the style, maybe you want to rethink it. Have you mixed your colors in such a way that you come off almost looking like a clown? Because if you do, that's going to have an impression on the female. What have you selected to do as far as your hair goes? Are you wearing dreadlocks? Or do you have a close haircut?